Okay, today is the Thursday, May the 5th, and I actually received a letter in the mail from In-Home Support Services notice of recipient of provider violation for exceeding work week and or travel time limits. This is for me, and it says for the first violation, and it claims that I actually claim more of my work hours. Well, she is authorized, I am authorized at 70.45 hours per week. And based on the payroll, it's supposed to be the 1st to the 15th of the month, and then the 16th to the 31st or 30th of the month. Well, in this scenario, if you look at this timesheets, it's actually cover from the March 1st to March 15th of the month. Okay, as you can see, claims 0 hours. So I claim 10 hours a day, so that's 60 hours. Okay. If you look at this one, it's exactly from February 16th to February 28th. So this payroll paycheck should be for the month of February. And the work week number 3, I claim number 3, which is the 28th of February, 12 hours on that week's. Okay, so that 12 hours should be left in the month of February 2021. Should not be counted as February 28 to 3/6/21. That's not how it works. That 12 hours listed on 2/28/21 is for the month of the payroll check 2/16 to 2/28. That is the week of the month of February. That it has nothing to do with the work week from March 1st to March 15th. Or else, on the claim hours here, normally, if I already claim it, they should automatically put it 12 hours. In this case, I am being harassed again. It says you are authorized maximum 70.40 hours a week, work week 2/28 to 3/6/21. Well, I'm sorry, that's not how the payroll works. If you're in accounting, you should have known. So it say I claimed 72 hours when I'm supposed to be claimed at 70.45 as a violation, which is misleading because this here is a payroll check for 3/1 to 3/16 to 3/15/2021. Work week claim is 0. So from March 1st to March 15th, I have the first week of the March 1st to March 6th. I have not claimed any hours. That's why it's showing 0 right here. We get paid every twice a month, like the 1st to the 15th and the 16th towards the end of the month. So where is this from 2/28 to 3/6/21? That's not how we get paid. And this is actually misleading. They call it violation. This is nothing more than deeply harassment. Continue to harass me. As you can see right here very clearly. Okay. It's right here clearly from February 16th. Clearly, February 16th to February 28th. Okay. Here is the date, Sunday the 28th. 12 hours. That's supposed to be for the month of February. It has nothing to do with the payroll check from 3/1, right here, clearly say 3/1 to 3/16. And if any claim hours, I already claimed in the month of March, it was shown right here. But I haven't claimed any because the 12 hours back then, the 12 hours right here, it's really for the pay period to 2/28/2021. So either harassment or they try to cover up or somebody already claimed my hours. But now they say that You are authorized for work week 70.45. Yeah, work week. It has to be go by the monthly paycheck. This is the period of March 1st to March 15th. It's not about work week 228 to 36, because if it is, it was shown right here on Sunday. That Sunday, it was shown right here, claim hours, work week number 1, 12 hours. It didn't claim. So again, these people, they think I'm stupid. They think I don't know how to count the hours. This is the handwritten of a Vietnamese person. Once again, is organized gang stalking, harassment. I would definitely gonna fight back, but the list for fight back did not allow you to explain that it is their mistake, not mine. But I guess I'm gonna have to include another sheets to bring it to them. Again, this is continuously harassment from the organized gang stalker that would try to do everything to make me look bad, to hurt my character. Very clearly right here, as you can see, they say violation count 1. So they say I'm over violated 2 hours. Matter of fact, I'm not even over on the hours, because I didn't even claim on that Sunday here. It shows 0, and I only show 60 hours. When they played the game, they used the February 28th. Now, February 28, 2021, it should be in the payroll period of February 16 to February 28, 2021. So, this is for the month of March. They clearly say, I wish my, March 1st to March 15. So, once again, if this is not a severe dice straight harassment, either a stupid idiot who doesn't know how to calculate hours in the accounting department, or I'm going to get them as being a smart ass, but they are doing nothing more than just severely harass me in the organized gang stalker style. I mean, if, now I received many timesheets before. If the hours has already calculated in, that would put claim up here. Clearly, it should claim 0. And clearly, the pay period is from March 1st to March 15th. So this person, this individual here, was doing nothing more than just harassment. It is another form of organized gang stalking that tried to assassinate my character. Obviously, they cannot seem to find anything wrong with me. The more they try, the more they actually got caught. So now it's just another form of creating like see here. So during the service week of 3/16 to 3/31 2021, you exceeded your hours. So you see how they here they say that I'm exceeding hours from 3/16 to 3/31, okay? But here the evidence show that I didn't exceed nothing, because first of all, the copy pay period they gave it to me is 3/1 to 3/15, okay? And claim hours is 0, okay? Then they give me a copy of 2/28/21 from 2/16 to 2/28/21. There's the 12 hours clearly say on the 28th. So that is the 28th of February. That is not the 28th of March. So whatever the intention, now they say you are authorized maximum 70.45 week, 2/28/21 to 3/6/21, which is clearly the evidence shown that is incorrect, 1. But then the letters say during the service week of 3/16 to 3/31, your provider, my name, exceeds his or work week or travel time during one or more of the following. working more than your or another recipient maximum weekly hours without you or the other recipient getting approval. So it sounds to me like somebody else might use my name intention illegally on the payroll. This is maybe why they keep forcing me to go into uh, the electronic timesheets. That could be it. Because maybe they didn't see that I complete my timesheets, and they may fraudulently pretend to be me online and complete my sister and I timesheets. But then when you look at the evidence that is sent by in-home support services, uh, it clearly may not be true, because they told me right here you are authorized 70 hours 45 minutes a week, but the week start with the payroll is always start by the 1st to the 15th and the 16th to the end of the month. So when we get paid, if I look at my paycheck stub, it will say March 1st to March 15th. It does not say February 28th to March 15th. So clearly, whoever preparing this, one, is definitely an organized gang stalking. I can see by the handwritten, I can see it is from the Vietnamese person. Two, somebody may have stolen our identity and filling the electronic timesheet without my consent. It's because what they say clearly here doesn't make sense. They provide me the evidence where, first of all, it clearly showed they are incompetence, because the evidence show that the hours were claimed on 2/28, I mean February 28. It goes for the paycheck of February 1st to February 16th to February 28th. Then on March 1st to March 15th, that should be the paycheck for March 1st and March 15th, and claim hours 0 right here. So how can I be claiming over 72 hours? So, I mean, well, they say I claim 72 hours, but when I'm supposed to get 70 hours. And then the cover letter is say from 3/16 to 3/31, I exceeded my hours. How could it be possibly when I know my hours that I complete is the maximum of the hours they gave us is 283 hours? So, two scenarios. One, you can see the evidence is completely off the wall. Any accountant in payroll would tell you this is incorrect, because the paycheck stub prove itself that the pay is from March 1st to March 15th or February 16th to February 28th. So if February 28th, the hours I claim, that's already been included in the February 28th check. That has nothing to do with March 1st and March 15th paycheck. And that was why it showed claim 0 on the March 1st. You see? The first week. Because I hasn't claimed anything yet. Now, that's the evidence they provide to me, which is incorrect, incompetent. Doesn't make any sense what they try to charge me with the first violation. On top of that, the letter on the first violation sending to me and claiming that I, on the week of 3/16 and 3/31st, I claimed that I worked more than the hours were given to me per weekly, which is the claim I claim more than 2 hours. But think about it. I don't claim more than 283 hours in a month. But in this particular letter, they say 3/16 to 3/31st. So where is the evidence from 3/16 to 3/31st? When they gave me the evidence on March 1st to March 15th, where I didn't, they show hours claim 0. I didn't even claim these hours. You see? And then it copied a second one, my February 28th, February 16th to February 28th, the 12 hours. So you see that the 12 hours there, that's the month of February. So, and that's the 28th of February. So that went into the paycheck of February 16th to February 28th. So clearly, somebody is out to get me again, more harassment. This is trying to assassinate my character. I'm trying to claim more than the hours than I have to. And at the same time, it shows two ways. First of all, I know paycheck to paycheck. They pay you from the 1st to the 15th and the 16th to the end of the month. They don't mix the hours like from February to March. This is a bogus violation, bogus claim. This is definitely organized gang stalking. They may think that I don't know how accounting work, but unfortunately I do. And also on the letter, you see how mismanaged they are? During the service week of 3/16 to 3/31st, 2021. Okay, so if the week of 3/16 to 3/31st, 2021, where is the evidence that it show that I claim more than the hours I work with, that provided for us, that we authorized to get it? So, anyway, I guess it's time for dispute. I know this story would never end until they physically able to remove me out of my sister care. That will constantly give me headache, and they constantly harassing me one after the other. I can go in and speak with the accounting manager. I think this is time because they're playing around with my timesheets. To put us in jeopardies when it comes to my paycheck, to force me to be online when over and over I have kept requesting it, explaining it, and they keep playing around. They say, oh, somebody revoked my removing me out of the timesheets. It sounds like more like online, could be an online fraud. I don't know. But it's like you cannot win with these people when they truly organize gang stalking you to make you a very bad person. And they try so many ways. They try with the physician, the doctor office. They try with the bank. Now they try, actually, you know what? They have done this in the past in Glendale when they try to over the very first time they attacked me in 2015. They did the same exact thing. They actually redo my timesheets and charge it over like 135 hours. But thank God I have copy of my timesheets and I fought that one. So that was the very first attack in Glendale in 2015. Now they're repeating it, but they're repeating it separately. They say that I'm over hours by 2 hours, which they know better. That is not right because each paycheck is like the timesheet that they sent it to me claim that I'm over the hours. That is for the month of February. So that is for the month of February 16 to February 28. Okay, the last date, the 28th, because the short month, we have to count in all the hours, so I count in 12 hours. Now, on the March 1st to March 15, if that 12 hours should be reflect on the timesheet of March 1st to March 15, it would be carry on, and it would show the hours claim, which in this particular case, it shows 0. Okay, so obviously these people are definitely playing a lot. I mean, a lot of mind games here, and they think that they may think that I may not know how to calculate these hours, but they're wrong because this is the paycheck from February 16 to the 28th. That's where the 12 hours that they claim that I actually over by 2 hours because I supposed to have 70 hours per week. But here in March I only claimed 60. You see? And if you look at this, the claim hours, if it is counted for the paycheck of March 1st to March 15, it was shown right here, claim hours. It was shown the amount of hours that I would have been used already, but it did not. And here, that week is only 60 hours. I didn't show 72 hours. So right there is a lie, flat out lie. Um, the evidence does not match. Okay, because each paycheck, they should have known better, and that's scary. They're in accounting. They should have known better. Each paycheck is March 1st to March 15, and March 16 to March 31st, February 1st to February 15, or February 16 to February 28. Now, another fraudulent one. During the service week of March 16 to March 31st, I exceeded the hours. What hours? Where are the evidence? You are showing me the evidence you claim. You wrote right here that I overed it from February 28 to March 6. Well, I'm sorry, ma'am. February 28 is for the paycheck of February 16 to February 28, which has nothing to do with March 1st to March 30, to March 15 paycheck. So now you're sending me a letter saying that I'm in violation March 16 to March 31st. If that's the case, then where's the evidence? I don't see any other evidence. You know, see, it's a service month mark. They're charging me one count. They say I'm exceeding my work week when the evidence prove incorrectly that 12 hours was for the month of February. And then they accuse me of overclaiming the hours during the service week of 3/16 to 3/31st. I'm exceeding the hours. Where are the hours? Where are the evidence? Unless the evidence is fraudulent from the internet payroll. Because after all, they kept pushing me for internet payroll no matter how many times I explained it to them. So apparently, either somebody get paid under my name on the internet, or this is definitely an organized gang stalking to make me to assassinate my character again. Like I'm greedy, I'm in need of hours, money, blah blah blah. When the evidence clearly is the false evidence. How is it the work week you carry from February 28 to March 15 when the 28 is already count on my payroll check from February 16 to February 28? I already got paid for it. This is the timesheet for March 1st to March 15. So this in-home support service here, I have been harassed for so many times. I asked the social worker to help, no help. I called in, no help. I get to speak with a bogus accounting manager where he is just an office clerk who also order office supplies, claimed to be accounting manager. It's like all games to them and laughing stock. Then I finally get to speak with Angel so many times. She's the one who pick up the phone now. And then I got transferred to Marcy. Marcy was the first one, seemed to be very helpful. She actually tried to get the second level supervisor to help me, which he never called me. Supposed to call me either that Friday or Monday. He never did. It's funny, I'm about to call them tomorrow for my new timesheets, which is perfect timing to talk to them to see what kind of response they're going to get out of this. Definitely, I'm going to dispute. I'm not going to let it sit. And I probably will call them tomorrow. Guess what? The phone probably going to be rerouted. So, yeah, there will be a formal letter again. I be frank with you, taking care of my sister easy. This day I can work forever and then get exhausted. Another day, sometimes I put all my work in one day, the next day we're more rested. But it's not as hard as dealing with these harassment. You constantly have to fight back. You constantly have to stand up for yourself and then stand up for her. You know, bring the case on, man. Shit, I'm done. I'm so done with this. If you think you have a case against me, bring it on. But this is false evidence to the core. And at the same time, this is harassment, organized harassment to the core. Um, so basically, I am at the wit end of the Vietnamese game, whatever the game they're playing. It's going to take them a lot to remove me out of the care for my sister. Let's just put it that way. They won't be able to remove me unless I die. Let's just put it that way. But I will not allow them to continue to harass me in so many stupid ways. I mean, this is time consuming. This is wasting energy. This is wasting stress. I mean, how stupid. You are authorized a 70 hours and 45 minutes a week. Well, work week 228, 21, 23, 6, 21, 72 hours. I claim 72 hours, which is a lie, because the work week doesn't go 228 to 36. The work week go to 216 to 228, and that 12 hours is already been paid and claimed on my February paycheck. We are talking about March paycheck, March 1st to March 15th. So, the sad thing about this, a lot of Vietnamese may not even be aware of it. What if this is an online fraud? Honestly, what if this is they are the one who tried to steal my money, my hours, my income online? This is why they force people to be online. And if they're going to give the Vietnamese non-speaking English or don't even know how to calculate these hours or understand very clearly how these things work, imagine how much they can steal out of people's sweat and paycheck. But let's just be on the positive side for the sake of other Vietnamese people that they are safe. Let's just say this is an organized gang stalking against me. But you know what? Frankly, I don't even doubt either way. Either they try to steal my paycheck online, and they cannot seem to, how would I say it, justify the overly hours, because they still have to pay me. I mean, I haven't claimed any hours on the internet. So that's why you can see their report of first violation is very conflicting. First, they call me violating from 228 to 36, which they should known better. The work week doesn't work that way. It go by paycheck stub. The 1st to the 15th, the 16th to the end of the month. Normally, a calendar is 30 days. Sometimes we end up with 28 days or 29 days in February. And then sometimes we end up with 31 days like March and July and all those in August. So, if I do claim any hours on the week with the circle 60 hours, it would clearly say up here, claim 12 hours, but it did not. So you see, so here, this is from March 1st to March 15th. Now, the letter during the service week of 3/16 to 3/31 to 21, I'm over exceeding his or her worksheet and or travel time limit by doing one or more of the following, and now it says working more than your or another recipient maximum weekly hours. So who else claimed to be working for Tran? Because I need, so far I'm the only one who take care of her. And why are they told me I'm in violation on 228 to 36, okay, which is right there we know it's wrong. But yet, the letter during the service week of 3/16 to 3/31, working more than your or another recipient maximum weekly hours without you or the other recipient getting approval from the county, which caused your provider to work more overtime in the month. So you see what I mean? Um, I pray that this is not the online fraud, payroll fraud, because they keep pushing me to be online and I keep refusing it. So I have to talk to Marcy tomorrow. I also need to talk to the accountant manager tomorrow. Maybe I even visit their office tomorrow because we drove by there almost every other day when we go to Super King in Santa Ana. Their office is open. Um, but these people here fraudulently harassing me again, fraudulently organized gang stalking me again, assassinate my character again. Like I care about a lot about these hours. They try to do so many illegal from anywhere from manufacture false evidence to lie to change reroute a phone call to the home caregiver in LA when did I lie. I mean they play all kind of game and they have some physician participate. um, this is get to the point that it is dangerous not only for myself but it is for the welfare of my sister, and it has to stop. So the first, yeah, some people has to go to jail for this. Yeah, you're right. They have to go to jail for it, huh? 10 years? Yeah, they have to. Yeah, even the dog. She say, this kind of game is harassing, stalking, and unless there's a court case coming soon, somebody has to be accountable for this type of harassment, the organized gang stalking. I think it's time for prison time for somebody. You know, I mean, I'm willing to go to the court. I'm willing to go there and testify and actually present my case if it's need to, because this kind of game, it has to be over. I don't care how powerful they think they are, how much money they have. Um, Even some of the doctor now might even be on their side and lie about it on the reports, because I have already witnessed and caught a few of them the way they've been playing games with us in the doctor office, both in Glendale and locally. So, you know, at this point, um, this game is over. As for me, I will not gonna sit back and take it anymore. The fact that they actually put us online, jeopardize our paycheck, forcing us to be online. The fact that they continue to assassinate my character, defamation of my character with the lies, lies, and more lies. And clearly, the evidence shown here. Uh, Thank God. If it wasn't for God to protect us with the snare and the scheme, this is why my prayers always comes like at the time. It's just like God pushed me. It's like He knows what they're doing to me. That my prayer cannot become handy enough. And they even have the nurse call it a first violation when the evidence was falsely presented. Um, they should have known better. Paycheck to paycheck, it go by payroll to payroll, the first to the 15th, the 16th to the end of the month. Any accountant would have known better. These people are totally misleading, lying, harassing, who knows what. The sad part is they're also involved with the physicians. Some of the physician playing game participate with them. Um, it can be detrimental for her care, you know. So I am not gonna. I don't even know how to go about. If I go to police and report them, I had tried to report the police so many times about the harassment. Um, the most I ever got is like, go get yourself a new phone, or go change your bank account. What can we do to get you to open a new bank account? And even when I tried to go to Chase one time, try to open my bank account, another bank account, I can see that I'm being followed, you know. So these people, I don't know who they are.
what they're up to. The only thing that can make it worse is they can say that I'm an ISIS or whatever. That's like the game they played with the campaign election before. But other than that, if I really am an ISIS, they won't let me sit here this long. Trust me, that would got me a long time ago. Um, they are just try to cover themselves up, um, and yet they have the money, they have the power, they have the connections. Because why would be in the world, these people? What do they get the gain out of it? Uh, the only gain they get out of this particular in-home support services fraud, um, trying to convict me with first violation with false evidence, is pretty much that definitely not only organized gang stalking. Maybe they're afraid if they don't participate, there will be next. I don't know. But whoever behind this definitely has the money, has the power, and definitely try to cover his ass. Let's just put it that way. Cover his ass pretty good. To go this great length to try to get me in trouble, assassinate my character. So this individual here probably in a lot of deep shit, because they go after me like I'm some serious gangbanger, or I'm some serious drug dealers, or whatever. Um, Whoever it is behind this, I believe this individual is already probably already exposed. Now he just try to cover up his whatever, because it would be detrimental for him to lose everything. It's better just to put me away easier. This is why this guy would go such a great length to cause the havoc in our life. Frankly, if I am really an ISIS, you think I'm going to sit here still in a nice apartment building and still get all these decent paychecks and still be able to care for my sister? I don't think so. But this guy, he's about to be caught. It's on him. He probably tried to defend himself, so he would do any dirty tricks, anyone that he could pay for, buy for, kiss ass for, do whatever for, to get them to do what he needs to do. I mean, think about it. If I have to be harassed to shop at a thrift store, come on, man. From a manager really even test $100 bill, and yet ring it up $20, and then gave me $1 something back on change. I say, excuse me. So her excuse was, because we were talking. You actually took your time to test that 100 bill, and you told me that you can just put $20 on the cash register. That's another organized gang stalking. What is it? So it sounds to me this individual is actually being exposed. And soon, Bobby, I pray, knock on wood, God, please, please, please answer my prayer. Let this person be caught for real. Because to go out to this great plan to assassinate my character, who knows, honestly, who knows what else these people presented to the court, okay? To the court without my presence, all these false manufactured evidence. Let's face it. Who know what else they say or do behind my back when I'm not there to defend myself. Now they act like they have a case, they have a court order, and blah, blah, blah. But really, do they really have a case in court? And with all these manufactured evidence? And I'm not even there to defend myself. This is a 10 years in jail for whoever behind it, masquerading, organizing the gang stalking against me. And it seems like whoever from Katy, Texas, one time this lady, I think I took her picture, the screenshot. I don't know, still there or not. But was very proud, like, oh, you don't think I don't find out. Well, I don't care what you find out, bring it to my face, take it to court, prove it the evidence, but prove the honest, ethical way. This is shady. This first violation here is so shady. uh, Authorized work week. Let me pull out my paycheck. But I would, but it show all my private information, which I don't want to. You get paid from the 1st to the 15th, from the 16th to the end of the month. So to tell me that I am only authorized 70 hours, 45 minutes, true, and I claim 72 hours, how could it be when the claim here shows 0? So if this is not organized gang stalking, then this is definitely an organized crime who try to steal people payroll check online. And this is why I was forced all the time to complete the timesheet online, which I refused to do until now. I still have another paycheck that I haven't gone through yet. And maybe that's why they hear from my phone, from my recording, and they probably went in and complete the timesheets. So now they have to pay me because I have the timesheets. I never did complete the online form, So maybe that's why they have to make up something that I'm over the hours. That's why the no nonsense doesn't make sense. It's a cover up. Because here they say I'm violating the work week 228 to 36. That letter during the service week of 316 to 331st, I'm over the hours. Well, where are they? Where are the evidence of those hours that I'm over it? So something tell me two things. One is organized gang stalking. That's a possibility. Somebody trying to assassinate my character because this individual is working really, really hard to frame me for the longest time now. And two, maybe it's not that. Maybe it's also the organized crime that try to steal the hours online using my identity and get paid. This is why I don't like to use much of my checking account or paying bills with her account because they've been wanting to get our accounts numbers, because the debit card doesn't give them our real account numbers. So here we are. We have the organized gang stalking, no doubt. They're playing around with our accounts at the bank many times. They have the physician involved in it. Some caught in the lies. And I won't say what the name of a specific place. And now we have the in-home support services. Hey, that's a damn good 10 years in jail if that guy got caught. So he would do anything to defend my character. Like my sister was playing a game today, and she was watching Transplant, and they even harassing me silently, prisoner. Well, guess what? I believe you will be the prisoner, not me, when everything is out. So save your game. You have a case, bring it. I have not run away. I've been sitting here, been taking a lot of abuses, a lot, and I mean a lot of abusing. And this in-home support services, whoever behind it, needs to be fired because this type of harassment has to end. And I will fight back, trust me. I will not sit here and accept this as the first violation. And then no, because first violation, this is the fraud. I think this is a fraud when it online for stealing my hours, because they know I'm first violation. The state won't do anything. I won't get fired. Nothing happened. But then if they do again the second and third times, that's where trouble will start. So if I let this go, they can do a second one, then I will be on my record, and then can do the third one. Because if they cannot prove and get rid of me in court because I haven't done anything, and by doing this, it's another form for them to harass me, to be on my record, so they can easily get rid of me, which is not going to happen.
I think that we say enough. We should save this, Katie. Yep.